Hi guys, welcome back to Saving Salvage, welcome back to the channel. Right, in today's video we're doing a bit of a workshop tidy up, and we're also going to talk about that Golf in the corner, because I've got quite a few emails and comments asking what that Golf is about. So I will explain why that Golf is there in today's video, as well as a general workshop tidy up, and also you may have seen it in previous videos, just in the background of my shots, that I have actually got a tyre machine now. I've been umming and ahhing about whether to get on for about a year, because there's not really much money in tyres, so I didn't want to waste money buying a tyre machine for then to not ever see it returned to me, because I haven't fitted enough tyres basically. So, but with obviously the transport side of things as well, I am tending now to fit quite a lot of trailer tyres, punchers as well as the tyres on the van, and also the salvage cars that I buy require tyres as well. So I have eventually bit the bullet and bought a tyre machine and wheel balancer, so we will be also installing that today. And also just a quick chat about what we are waiting for. Obviously with the lockdown at the moment, parts aren't coming very quickly as I'd have liked, so just going to have a quick chat about what we're waiting for on some of the cars as well. Right guys, if you do enjoy these videos, please do like and subscribe if you haven't already, and if you haven't already, please head over to my Instagram page, which is saving_salvage, for some pictures during the week, etc. So right, we'll crack on with today's video, and we'll start by giving this workshop a little bit of a makeover. So here it is for everyone. This is the complete mess that is my workshop. Some of you may have spotted the bumper for the 3.2. That was supposed to be a video last week, but I cocked it up. That will be explained in the video when I eventually do it, but I've had to order some more sanding discs because I run out and they haven't arrived at the moment, so I can't do anything with that. So that's on the back burner, and we have a load of parts here. So there are parts for the wheel balancer. They should be all my tyre valves, weights, just general equipment for the tyre machine. We've got the under tray for the Mustang. We have the bumper the Mustang bumper, which I've now taken everything off, so that can now be binned. We have a wheel balancer, and then we have our tyre machine here as well. So we just have a lot of crap in here. I mean, there's so much stuff. Look at this. I got crap over there. The reason I don't like chucking stuff away is because every time I chuck something away, I end up then needing it. So for example, look, there's the old Mustang headlight. I haven't chucked it away yet because I can guarantee you something's going to happen, and then going to go, oh, I need a part that was on that headlight. Haven't chucked it away. Same with the airbox. I can guarantee I'll end up buying an airbox that doesn't have this part or something, which is absolutely fine. So I just keep the whole lot until I'm completely done with everything, because I can guarantee you as soon as I chuck something away, I'll need it. What else have we got? We've just got the wheel arch liner for the Mustang, engine cover, centre silencer, which I'll probably sell with the car. It's just a load of crap that we can, my little paint corner. And we've got my dozer there as well, frame puller, my little hydraulic press, bless it. And so we'll talk about the Golf in a moment, but at the minute what we're going to do is I'm going to set up a time-lapse now and get this workshop in some sort of order. I think I'm going to put the tyre machine in that corner over there. So I've got my JCB all ready with a bucket. We're going to start filling up the rubbish so we can take it down to be burnt. Right, we're getting there. So I've decided I'm going to put the tyre machine and wheel balancer in this corner over here by that door. So we need to move all that rubbish out of the way, sweep it out and get them fitted. So we have our wheel balancer here, look. I might actually just leave it on the pallet, as long as the pallet's stable. And then obviously we've got our tyre machine here, which we then need to obviously remove the packaging and set that up. Over here we have a gearbox randomly. That was what I used for the diff on the 3.2. So that's for sale. That'll be going on eBay. And we've got also some wheel arch liners for the Mustang there. And the other one is there, I believe. And we've also got the scuttle panel and the battery cover. So they are obviously parts of the Mustang that are waiting to go on, but that's another video for those. What else have we got? We have my bumper here for the RS3. This is the bumper I had to buy just to be able to get the support bracket for the headlight washer cover, how annoying as that sounds. So again, I'm taking a picture of this, I'm just going to resell that as is. I mean, there are quite a few valuable parts in it still. There's that grille down there, and there's also these parts here which are quite valuable. They're like £90 each from the dealer. They're on both sides as well, and there's also, I don't know, toe and eye cover as well. So I'm just going to put this back on eBay as well as is. We've also got a lot of parts down here that I need to send back. They're either exchange units or the wrong ones. Little pile there of about 200 quid worth of stuff that's got to go back, so I need to do that as well. Start to tidy up the bench a little bit. Got all my tools in a pile here that need to go back in the toolbox. Just generally getting there. We've got my little paint corner over here, which is probably going to say not even a corner, it's a paint middle of the workshop. That's probably going to just stay there for the moment because I've got nowhere else really to put that stuff. Right guys, so we're getting this tyre machine all unboxed, looking good. So there's the actual machine itself, and there's all the ancillaries that we have to fit to it. So I went for a fully automatic. I mean, the garage, as you can see there, I bought them off. That's where my ramp came from. I've had that now, this ramp, probably getting on for 3 years, and I've never had an issue with it, touch wood. So there's no reason for me to question that reliability. So I went ahead and used them again for a tyre machine and wheel balancer. So as I was saying, this is fully automatic. It's not a top of the range one. It's not like your £5 tyre machines that you can get that quite a lot of dealerships have, but it is, I suppose it's a decent budget tyre machine. So hopefully it will do the job, and we'll get it set up over in that corner. So as I was saying earlier about this Golf. Right guys, onto the Golf. Now a lot of people have been asking in the comments on Instagram, what is the deal with this Golf? So a little bit of backstory. I bought this Golf and a silver one, which was pretty much identical, apart from the silver one was an auto. It was a 170 PS and it had only done 50,000 miles. I bought that and this car at the same time. The idea was to make one good one out of both of them. Neither of them have been crashed, neither of them have been damaged. They were both engine issues. So I ended up fixing the 170 PS. I ended up stripping the whole engine down, putting all new pistons in, because it had an issue with the piston. So I rebuilt that whole engine, had that all done, sold that car, and if I'm honest, people that do know about these engines, the 1.4 twin charge, they are horrible to work on. So it kind of put me off working on this one straight away. But I had a look anyway. I started to have a look. I mean, this one has done more miles. It was cheaper, but it's done 100,000 miles. It's only a 140. But I started anyway. I started looking into it, and I'd actually found that someone had already started messing with the engine. The crank pulley was loose, there was bolts missing on the top, so someone had clearly already tried to diagnose the problem. And one of my, I wouldn't say a pet hate, but one of my big no-nos is working on a car that someone has previously either tried to work on and failed, or started stripping down and put back together. Because once you start getting into that kind of ball game, you just never know what you're going to be dealing with. You don't know whether someone's tried repairing it, failed, cocked it up, or they've stripped parts and left parts off, so you're not 100% sure what goes where. So I only work on cars where I can see that no one's tried to fix it before, so I'm the first one to make it a lot simpler. So that put me off again straight away, trying to repair the engine, and I then thought, well, I'm just going to sell parts off it, because I bought it for, I think it was only about 1,200 quid when I bought this a couple of years ago. So as you can see, I've just sold loads of parts off it. So I've sold most of the front end, gearbox, all front end, wings, alloys, that door skin, all interior, as you can see, has gone as well. Sold the head unit, had an aftermarket head unit in which I sold for nearly 300 quid. So what I ended up doing was wiping my nose clean on this. So I sold all the parts that I've sold, which paid for the car. So effectively this is sitting here completely free. I did try and sell it about a year ago. Best offer I got was 100 quid. And in my opinion, it's just worth more to me sat here doing nothing, because if we ever get a Golf in that needs a rear door, or Golf in that needs a bumper, a boot, had a rear end, I've got all the parts sitting right here. If we need one that's had the airbags blown, I've got a full dash, steering wheel airbag, I've got everything, seat belts, and over it. I've used countless parts on it in the last sort of 6 weeks as well, from engine hoses, connectors, wiring, fuses. So it's just not worth me getting rid of for 100 quid when I can just rob parts of it for the time being. I mean, don't get me wrong, if people want parts from it, do let me know in the comments. If you want a rear door, I'm happy to sell them. I'm probably not going to use a rear door, but I'd rather just sell it as like a whole. So if someone wants a rear end, they want the boot, they want the bumper, they want the lights, I'd rather just sell everything as one. I don't want to split everything up because it just makes them harder to sell individually. Guys have a Mark 5 Golf that need any parts, I mean, the front end I'm still more than happy to get rid of because it's useless to me anyway. So I've got a perfect condition bonnet. I've actually still got a rad pack, I've got radiator, I think I've got a condenser on the front as well, aircon, AC, what else have I got? I've got turbo as well. I mean, I don't know if it actually works or not, but there we go. And that's pretty much it. If anyone is interested in possibly the rear end or something, let me know. But otherwise, I'm not bothered. It'll just sit here for the time being until I've kind of exhausted all options with it. So that is the reason it's here. That's the reason it's been here for a while, and probably will continue to be here for a while. We've got our tyre machine all plumbed in, all connected with the air and electric, just to check that it works. Well, they work. Just checking everything works. That works. Turntable. A bit squeaky, but it works. I'm sure that'll go when it's running. Does this work? Yep, that's good. This arm, does that work? Cool, that's all good. No air leaks as well, so that's all good. So I suppose let's try and fit a tyre. Right, so I've just unboxed my other box as well, which means I've got now all the stuff to fit a tyre and also repair punctures as well. So all new goodies, all the stuff required to do a puncture repair as well. So the first thing we're going to do to test this machine out is I'm going to do a puncture repair on this wheel here. Right. First thing I'm going to do is break the bead. Hopefully this will work. So I won't be repairing a puncture on this, 2 reasons, because it's horrible gunky stuff on the inside. So that's basically to aid in sealing up small punctures. So that's all horrible sticky stuff on the inside there. But our puncture was quite a big bolt that went through the tyre, so it did not help at all, and also the tyre is on pretty much 3mm. Oh, 3mm as well, so I'm not going to bother. I don't want to repair that anyway. You shouldn't really repair tyres with that gunk stuff on the inside anyway. So we have a second-hand but nearly new tyre here. So it was pretty cheap. It's only, this was 6mm tread, I think 6.5, 7mm tread. It was advertised as had no punctures, nothing, no damage at all. So, and I've just checked it over, there is no damage at all looks good. And it's had a warranty of being pressure tested as well. So, just checked, it's all the right tyre size, exactly correct. So we are now going to fit that instead. Right, so that is the tyre all fitted. So once it's all fitted, check your beads, make sure they're both popped on both sides, all good. Tyre valve back in, all good now. So all we've got to do now is balance the wheel, so we'll cut these weights off, and on the inside as well, and then we've got our balance machine to set up. But I'm going to do that in another video, not in today's video. So that is how to fit a tyre. So that is that done. Right, so that's the tyre fitted. As I was just saying, I don't have time to do the wheel balancing in today's video, so I'll show you how to do that in a separate video. So that is tyre machine all now set up. I've explained about the Golf. I've cleaned all the workshop up. So that's all now good, all nice and clean, apart from my paint area, but everywhere else is nice and clean. So that's good. I've just got to move a few bits around. I've got a skip coming as well, so I've got loads of piles of crap. All these wheels can just go in a skip, cardboard boxes. The boxes for the wheel balancing machine and the tyre machine, they can all go in the skip as well. So I have got some good news for the Polo. A guy contacted me on email and said that he can order me in a key, which he has done so, and the key has actually now arrived with him. So he will be sending the key to me on Monday, I believe. So at some point in the middle of next week, we will be able to code the key to the car and see if the Polo GTi starts. So, and also I'm close to securing some interior as well. So as always guys, thank you very much for watching. I know it was probably a bit boring in today's video about the Golf with the tyre machine and just cleaning the workshop, but obviously times at the moment it's quite difficult to get parts, etc. So please do bear with me. I thought it's better to give you guys some content than to have absolutely nothing at all. So as always guys, thank you very much for watching these videos, and I shall see you in the next one. Cheers guys.